Hulu's dystopian drama, The Handmaid's Tale, has come to an end after 6 seasons, with all episodes now available to stream. Adapted from the classic novel by Margaret Atwood, the series depicts life in a dystopian, totalitarian society that was formerly the United States. Final season shows heartbreak and hope for the women and the men who have tried and sometimes succeeded in controlling every aspect of their lives in this fictional dystopian world. Actor O.T. Fagbenle, who plays Luke on the show, is here with me right now. Everybody in the control room is very excited as this season is wrapping up. Thank you, as I said, for coming in. I really do appreciate it.
My pleasure.
I'm wondering how you're feeling.
Oh, I mean, there's lots of emotions. I think gratitude is the number one thing. You know, it's not all the time an artist gets to be part of something which isn't just like great art, but like meaningful to a broader conversation. So, and I got to work with great people.
Yeah, I mean, talk about the dynamic between you and Elizabeth, the protagonist, June. Talk about that relationship.
Well, you know, it's complicated because, you know, when they start, they're just normal people. And then this kind of like war breaks out. And of course, you know, June goes through this terrible, torturous experience. And so they change. And like all relationships, they change. And so the question is, how do you adapt to that dynamic situation? And they find a way, and what they end up with isn't what they started with, but it's beautiful. And that's one of the great things about the show. They're not afraid to deal with complex relationships.
And as an actor, when you're looking at scripts and when you're being taken through a show and 6 seasons, do you care what kind of character development? I mean, are you invested in it?
Well, when you get great writers, we're interested in change. We're interested in how do people deal with the circumstances that are thrown at them. And what we've got with Handmaid's Tale and the award-winning writers is people who aren't afraid to like put the characters through the most and see what happens at the end of it. And Luke goes through quite a journey.
Yeah. What about the cultural significance of this show?
It's been kind of crazy to see how much, you know, at Halloween, you've got people in Handmaid's Tale costumes and also in protest. And I think that's one of the things that's really inspired me, which is that people have taken this as a symbol for resistance, a symbol for wanting change. And yeah, it's meant a lot to a lot of people.
Tomorrow, The Handmaid's Tale will receive the inaugural ensemble tribute at the 2nd Annual Gotham Television Awards, which is really cool. You're set to be honored along with several of your castmates. How does it feel? You know, it's incredible to be on a show like this, I would imagine, as an actor, but to be recognized like this.
You know, when I first started acting, I just wanted to be a theater actor and do like local theater productions. And so this is all way past what I ever imagined, to be on a kind of hit show, getting honored in this way. And so it's overwhelming in many ways. And it's also an opportunity to see my castmates who are just wonderful. And it's going to be one of the last times we're all going to be together.
Feels like there's gratitude.
Oh, a lot of gratitude.
Yeah. That's cool. So now that it's over, what's next?
Well, a couple of things in the pipeline.
Yeah.
I actually wrote and directed a show called Max, M-A-X-X-X, which is on Hulu. Go check it out. So it's a comedy, lots of fun. So I'm getting involved in a little bit more comedy. I'm actually doing another show called The Miniature Wife, which is coming out on Peacock sometime next year.
Interesting. So is comedy a thing for you? Is it something you're doing now, or is it something you've always been interested in?
You know, I love the diversity of it. I love doing horror and period pieces and action and drama. And so having done a lot of serious stuff, it's quite fun to get my hands muddy into the comedy stuff.
Yeah, I would imagine no one wants to just do one style of acting. Like, you want to do it all.
Yeah, if I get the opportunity to.
All right. OT, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks
What
for
a pleasure
having me.
to meet you. I really, really appreciate you coming.